Morning students. Today we are discussing about the application of the Laplace transformation. Earlier we have discussed about the Laplace transformation of various functions, inverse Laplace transformation of various functions, and use of Laplace transformation to find the various type of integrals, the values of the various type of the integrals. Now, another important task or another important use of the Laplace transformation is to find the solution of the various differential equations. So, we have to apply the Laplace transformation to solve the various type of the differential equations, the ordinary differential equations, which are of ordinary differential equation with constant coefficients, with variable coefficients, or simultaneous equations, differential equations, and sometimes the application is used to find the solution of the partial differential equation. So first we find to solve the ordinary differential equation with the constant coefficients with the help of the Laplace transformations. So, solution of ordinary differential equation with constant coefficients by Laplace transformation. We have to use the Laplace transformation to solve the ordinary differential equation with constant coefficients. We know that the ordinary differential equation, let the ordinary differential equation with constant coefficient h, right? The ordinary differential equation with constant coefficients h, dny upon dxn plus a1 dn minus 1 y upon dxn minus 1 plus a2 dn minus 2y upon dxn minus 2 plus so on up to an. The ordinary differential equation with constant coefficients, this is equals to fx. Right? This is the ordinary differential equation with constant coefficients where a1, a2, an are constants subject to condition. Initial conditions are given that the value of y when x is equals to 0 is given y0, such that y is equals to y0 dy upon dx is equals to y1 and so on dy upon dny upon dxn is equals to yn when x is equals to 0. If we take the initial conditions that y is equals to y0, dy on dx is equals to y1 and so on when x is equals to 0. Now in order to solve the ordinary differential equation with the constant coefficient, first we take the Laplace transformation of the given function. So taking Laplace transformation of 1, taking Laplace transformation of 1, we get, taking the Laplace transformation of this one, the Laplace transformation of dny upon dxn with respect to p, plus a1, the Laplace transformation of dn minus 1 upon dx raised to n minus 1 with respect to p, plus so on, the Laplace transformation of a and y. The last term is a and y, a n minus 1 into y. Laplace transform a n minus 1 in the Laplace transformation of y with respect to p, which equals to Laplace transformation of fx with respect to number 2. Now if we take the Laplace transformation of fx, as we know that this is equals to fp, and if we take the Laplace transformation of y with respect to p, is equals to y bar. If we take the Laplace transformation of fx is equals to fp, and the Laplace transformation of y is equals to y bar, and we know that the Laplace transformation of dny upon dxn with respect to, that is the Laplace transformation of the derivative of a function. The Laplace, as we know that we have already studied the Laplace transformation of the derivative of the functions. As here we have taken that the Laplace transformation of y with respect to p is equals to y bar. Now the differentiation of y, various order differentiation of y, then we can use the Laplace transformation of the nth order of y with respect to x. We know that the formula for this one is the Laplace transformation of dny upon dxn. We know that the Laplace transformation of this one is p raised to n into the Laplace transformation of y, and we have taken the Laplace transformation of y is y bar. So this is p n y bar. The Laplace transformation of this function is equals to p n y bar minus p n minus 1 y0, or the value of y0 is the value of y when x is equals to 0, minus p n minus 2 into y bar. The Laplace transformation of this one is equals to this one plus minus so on minus p y n minus 2 minus y n minus 1. The Laplace transformation of nth derivative of y with respect to x. We know that this is the formula, so we will use this one. So using 3 in a second, we get by 3 second implies the Laplace transformation of nth derivative. Here we have taken this one is p raised to n y bar minus p raised to n minus 1 y0 minus p raised to n minus 2 y1 minus p y n minus 2 minus y n minus 1. This is the value of the Laplace transformation of dy dny upon dxn, plus the constant a1 multiplied by the Laplace transformation of dn minus 1y upon dxn minus 1. The value of this one by same result by this one, this is equals to p raised to n minus 1, the n minus 1 order derivative, pn minus 1 y bar minus pn minus 2 y0 minus so on, and finally last term we get yn minus 2. Similarly, by putting all the Laplace values of all the Laplace transformation, the last term is plus an minus 1 into y bar is equals to, as we know that the Laplace transformation of fx is fp. So, by taking the Laplace transformation of these functions, this is an, rather, this is not an minus 1, this is an. So, here this is an also. So, we have put the Laplace transformation of the derivative, various derivative of this function. Now, collecting the values or collecting the coefficients of y bar and the remainings, collecting the values or collecting the coefficients of y bar and the others, we get p raised to n. From here, this is a1 into p raised to n minus 1 plus so on, and the last term is an. If we collect the coefficients of y bar, then we get this result, and this is equals to fp. This is fp, and the remaining terms are transferred to the right hand side. Then we get plus, this one is plus p raised to n minus 1 into y0 plus so on, and the last term is here, this is yn minus 2 and so on. Now, if we collect this one, then this is the coefficient of y bar and this is the function of p. Rather, on the right hand side, we get the function of p. Rather, if we can write this one as phi p. Phi p is the function of p. That is the Laplace transform of some function phi x, that this one. Then we have to calculate, this is y bar. This equation, if we write this one as y bar is equals to phi p upon, this is p raised to n plus a1 p raised to n minus 1 plus a. This equation is known as the subsidiary equation. This equation is known as the subsidiary equation. So our task is to our first task is to calculate or to find the subsidiary equation for the differential equation. So this is known the subsidiary equation. This subsidiary equation has come from the Laplace transform of the given differential equation. Now this is y bar. We have to find the value, so we have to find the solution of the differential equation. That is, we have to find the value of y. Now y is the solution of the subsidiary equation. If we take this one in equation 4, then we have to find the value of this equation. So y, we have to find the value of y. Now y is obtained from this equation. This equation is known as the subsidiary equation. This equation involves y bar in terms of p. Y bar, that is the Laplace transformation of the function y. Now we have to find the value of y. So in order to find the value of y, we will have to take the inverse Laplace transformation of this equation. So by taking the inverse Laplace transformation, by taking the inverse Laplace transform of 4, we get y is equals to the inverse Laplace transformation of the function phi p upon p raised to n plus a1 p raised to n minus 1 plus so on plus a with respect to x. This is the value of y, and which is the required solution of the differential equation, which is the required solution of the differential equation. So in order to find the solution of an ordinary differential equation with a constant coefficient, first we will have to take the Laplace transformation of the given differential equation, then use the Laplace transformation of the derivative of the function, formulas for the Laplace transformation of the derivative of the function. Then we get the subsidiary differential equation, subsidiary equation, which is the Laplace which is in terms of the y bar, that is the Laplace transformation of y. Now, finally, if we take the inverse Laplace transformation of the subsidiary equation, we get the required solution of the ordinary differential equation. So, this is the method to find the solution of an given differential equation with constant coefficients. Thank you very much.